Hey everybody, it's Jen here, coming to you on a Friday afternoon, almost Friday afternoon, 5 more minutes and we can call it Friday afternoon, from my living room again, and we're gonna do our health break, our movement stretch, and a little bit of balance work today for about 10 minutes. So if you want, come on and join me. All we're doing today is some standing stuff. Hey Britt! We're going to do some standing movement, so we're not going to be sitting today. But remember, you can do all of these things. If you are not able to get up out of the chair, you can do all the upper body stuff from a chair, if that works better for you. But if you have been working from home, like a lot of us have been, and you want to get some movement in your day, this is a great time to stand up and just get everything loosened up a little, get everything warmed up a little, and yeah, and you can always do these videos again. They're on right now, live, but then they stay on our timeline for, they just get scrolled down the timeline. So you have to go searching for them, unless you wanna just go into our videos tab, and then you can find them in there. They're all in there. So you can watch any of the ones that I did last week or this week over again. You can stack them all up, do a bunch of them in a row if you want. So get a little bit more of a workout, whatever you need. Yeah, and you can also share them with people. You can send them to people and share them so we can get more and more people moving, right? So we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes. It looks like a couple more minutes before we get started at 12. I like to start it right on time, just so that if there is a few people joining us, we don't wanna start before they get here. So this week, you guys, flew by for me, and it's been busy. We've been putting out lots of videos, so hopefully you've seen them. We've got our live classes now on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at lunch. As well, Tuesday and Thursday at lunch, we have our yoga live classes, and then in the evening on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have our live more intense classes. They're a little bit longer and a little bit more intense. So if you want to try those out, you can watch any of those while they're happening, or you can watch them on our timeline afterwards anytime. And you can save them to your device. And yeah, so and then we also have our YouTube videos that keep coming out. Those are on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings that you can watch anytime. You just have to go onto our YouTube channel, City of Campbell River's YouTube channel, and either subscribe if you don't want to have to keep coming back to the rec page to find them, or you can just search for them under City of Campbell River. It's all one word. And yeah, and you can repeat those ones over and over and do them as many times as you like. You can stack them up because most of them are about half an hour. We are starting to produce a few longer ones. So on Monday, one of the ones we have coming out, I think, is a little bit longer on Monday, I believe. So yeah, so stay tuned. And the schedule will be coming out this weekend. We usually post it on Saturday evening or Sunday on this page. You'll see the schedule for the following week, for the following Monday to Sunday week, so that you can keep track and you can put things on your calendar and get yourself set. Okay, we have about a minute. I've been babbling away here, so I'm just gonna put the music on. You can let me know if you're here. You can let me know if the volume works for you. It's just a little background kind of, it's actually a Pilates music that I'm putting on, so just a little gentle beat in the background. So make sure you're in comfortable clothes. Have some water if you have some nearby. Looks like there's only a few of us today, so hopefully more of you are able to watch this later when it is already posted. But it looks like just a few of us right now. So I'm just gonna get set here. We're gonna do a few new things than what we've done. Our warm-up portion is gonna be what we've done before, some familiar stuff. And then some of our balance things are gonna be a little different. So hopefully you like them. If you find things too challenging, remember to always adapt them, right? I'm not there to sort of see what you're able to do and not to do. So it's a little different doing live classes like this. So make sure you're either beside, if you've got a counter in front of you, if you're in your kitchen, you can use that as some support, or have a chair beside you, right? If you need it. Okay, it's 12 o'clock. Let's get started. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. Like I said, let me know if I'm not loud enough, if you are on and you want to let me know. Okay, so let's start with our feet about hip distance apart. All we're going to do is we're going to bend our legs and then roll our shoulders back. So bend your legs down and then roll your shoulders back. So you're just coming down into a little squat and a roll back. So bend down, squat, and roll back. So it's up to you how low you go, right? In your squat, as you bend down, bend those knees, keep them tracking over top of your feet, roll those shoulders back and around. And your speed is always up to you as well, right? If you want, slow it down a little. And as you get a little warmer, you might go a little bit deeper in your bend, deeper in your roll, right? Let's do one more with the direction of the shoulders going this way. Now let's go the other direction with the shoulders. So come down and now come forward with the arms. So do your circle and come around forward. And maybe it gets a little bigger. Maybe you start to stretch those arms out a little bit more. If that feels good, add that in there. Sweep those arms around, bend the knees, sweep up. So as you come down, another thing to think about is your core, right? You want to pull your tummy muscles up and in so that you protect your back. Every time you come down, you don't want to put any strain on the back. You are going to feel those muscles in the back working, but you don't want to feel them getting tired. Let's do two more. And one more. Down and around. Good. Okay, come up nice and tall. Now let's take our arms out to the side. I'm just going to move back so you can see my hands. And I want you to rotate. So palm up and palm up, but you got your arm twisted under. Then you're going to rotate to the other side. So you're going to flip your shoulders, rotate in the shoulder socket, back and forth. And it's up to you if you want to do a little lean side to side. As you reach, you can do a little lean and really get some nice rotation in the shoulders. So back and forth here, you're reaching out and then you're flipping back. And you're reaching out, going back and forth. Let's try 4 more of these. You can have your feet a little widened if you want. 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Good, okay, come back in. Okay, just let your arms hang down, give them a little rest. Now we're gonna take one arm, scoop it under, and then lift all the way up and over, and then flip the palm and push it all the way back down. Let's do the other side. Scoop it under, up and over, flip the palm and push it gently all the way back down. Other side again, under and over, inhale, and then exhale on your way down maybe. Do it again, inhale, and exhale. So the hips are moving a little with you. If you'd like, inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale. Let's do 1 more on each side. Take your time, like I said, slower if you want. Just get some movement through the rib cage. Last one here, and back down. Good, okay, now let's open our legs a little wider. We're gonna get into our legs a little bit now. And let's just go ahead and bend one knee and then the other side. Bend one knee and then the other side. So bend and then stand up nice and tall and bend. So you can have your hands on your hips if you like. As you tip forward if you want, go ahead and put your hands on your thigh if you'd like a little support there. So bend and straighten. Now if you want to add a little bit more to this, every time you stand up, squeeze your glutes back there. So you can push back and then squeeze your cheeks together every time you stand up. Another thing you can add if you want is to take those hands out front and you can just hold them out there. That's going to cause your core to have to work just a little bit more. Your feet are facing straight forward and your knees are tracking right over top of your foot each time you bend side to side. Okay, and as you push the hips back, your upper body is going to come forward. If you want, you can add even more to this. You can add a reach across the body. So you could lift up nice and tall and stretch out across the body with the opposite arm pressing and getting a bit more stretch in the spine, a bit more stretch in the shoulders. Okay, let's try 4 more of these. And 3, squeeze those cheeks back there. 2, 1 more. Good job, everyone. Okay, come on back up tall. Now let's take 1 foot in front of the other. We're gonna go into a little lunge forward and back. So 1 foot is forward, 1 foot is back. You're gonna lift the back heel and make sure that the foot didn't get tucked behind the other one. You want your feet about hip distance apart. And all we're gonna do is just go down and up. So take your time, down and up. So I'll show you from the side. The back heel is lifted, the front foot pointing straight, and you just got your knee tracking over top of the foot. The back knee is gonna come right down underneath your hip. You wanna try and create a straight line all the way down the body. Hold your core muscles in. Tuck your tail just under a little bit so that your tailbone is facing downwards. You want to try not to have your bottom popped out back like this. Okay, keep it tucked under. Let's try 3 more. on this leg, 2, and 1. Okay, you might be feeling that in your legs. Good, shake them out. Let's switch the legs. So now the other foot goes forward, the other foot goes back. Okay, so back heel is lifted, tuck your tailbone under, and let's go down and up here. So on our upper body, we've got that nice straight line going down to that back knee as it drops underneath, but our upper body, we wanna lift nice and tall. Okay, we wanna have our chin level, parallel with the floor, ears and shoulders and hips all on a nice long line, and nice and tall through the spine. Okay, let's try 3 more here. And 2, it's up to you how deep you go too, right? Last one, come all the way up, good. Okay, shake it out. Shake out your legs. Might have felt that in your legs a little bit. That's good if you did. Grab a sip of water if you need anytime. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is a little movement where we put 2 things together. So we're gonna take our body, take both our hands, we're gonna reach up to one side, lengthen out the back leg, and lift the back heel, and come down. So we're gonna reach up to one side, and it's up to you how wide apart your legs are. Reach up and down. So here, using our core, we're gonna lift up nice and tall, through the spine. We're gonna lift and lengthen, and we're lifting through that heel, pointing the toe on that back leg each time. Now here, if you wanna add more, feel free to lift that leg. So as that long leg points back there, you can even lift it off the floor and do a bit of a squeeze in the glute. When you lift that leg, you're gonna feel that. Lift and lift. So it's, again, up to you how fast or slow you go. Keep going. I'm just gonna grab a little sip of water. My throat, of course, is just getting dry. I can come in and say hi to a few people. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Allison. Hi, Mom. Okay, let's try 4 more of these, you guys. 3. So a little balance here, right? 2. Last one. Reach long and bring it down. Good. Okay, now let's do a nice, easy knee lift out front, okay? But we're gonna go slow. We're gonna lift and hold and bring it down. Just show you from the side. I'll lift and hold and bring it down. So start just with your hands on your hips, just getting that movement in the hips, but doing that little pause at the top is where the key is. That's where we're trying to focus on that just a little bit of a pause. Lift, hold, and down. Lift, hold. So you could be holding on to something here if you needed. Lift, hold. Or what you could do is you could take the opposite arm down, and if you want, the opposite arm down, but slow. Lift, hold, and down, and lift, hold. So we're focusing more on balance, on our core, rather than jumping and doing a knee up like we could do in a fitness class. We're taking our time here and just incorporating a little bit more muscle. Let's try 4 more of these. And 3, and 2, 1 more. Okay, now let's try holding it on one side. So let's lift and hold and stay here for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good, release. Let's do 1 on the other side. Lift, hold for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. There you go, let it all go, let it all go. Shake it out. Good work. Okay, I think we're almost, we have another minute. Let's do a step out into a squat. So you're gonna start center, choose a side, step out, come down into a squat, lift up and reset. Do the other side. So step out, the feet can be turned slightly out when you go, if you're going into a little sumo squat, feel free. Step out, go down and up, lift up, reset, other side. Step out, go down and up, lift up. Now you can add to this if you want. So I just have my hands in front. I'm not holding my body up on my thighs. You could be if you need it. So you could be here, right? Or you can add even more by lifting your heels. So step out, go to the tiptoes, drop into a squat, lift up and reset. So step out, lift the heels, go down and up, come up and reset. Do it again. So step out, lift the heels, squat, lift up and together. So it's a little tougher, right? And you don't have to come very high, or you can stay flat-footed the whole time too, or every other one, whatever you prefer. Okay, if you want to add that in there, step out tiptoes, squat it. Let's try 1 more on each side right here. Step out, squat it, lift it, reset and go flat on that. Step out tiptoes, last one. Lift up and reset flat down. Good. Good work. Okay. Now let's just do a gentle stretch for the neck to finish off, and we'll be all done. So let's start with just standing up nice and tall. Let's take our chin towards our chest and just let our body hang, our arms hang, our shoulders are down and back. Just tuck your chin towards your chest so you're feeling a nice stretch up the back of the legs. That got really loud all of a sudden because the song was over. I was on to the next one. I'm just turning that off. So your chin is down, holding here. Now let's take our chin over to one side, to the shoulder. So chin towards one shoulder, hold it there. So feeling a nice stretch down the side. Now if you wanted to add to this, you could always take that opposite arm and tuck it behind you. So here, so the stretch happens down the side and you take that shoulder and that arm, tuck it behind if you'd like. Now let's release the arm if you had it there. Let's come across the front, gently, slowly over to the other side, chin towards the shoulder on the other side, hold it there. If that feels like a deep enough stretch and you're feeling that there, stay there. Or you can take that opposite arm, bend it and tuck it in behind, dropping into that shoulder a bit more and feeling that stretch get a little deeper. Breathing into it slowly, and then when you're ready, release that arm, come back to the center again, chin to the chest again, and then slowly release that all the way up. And let's just do a big bend and scoop, lift up tall, inhale all the way up, exhale down. We'll do one more of those to finish, you guys. Inhale up, all the way up to the top, and exhale, finish. There we go. Very good. You're all done. You're ready for the rest of your Friday, hopefully, or the rest of your day. So we're all done for today. We did our nice little stretch break and we did pretty good for timing. I'm usually a couple minutes over. So yes, you guys, give me your comments, give me your suggestions if you have any, even if it's not for a class here on the 10-minute class, like if it's another class that you want to see, you can make suggestions and comments here. They'll get to me. And if you have any ideas at all, go ahead and comment, let me know. And so we're all done for today. Hope you guys have a great Friday and take care, everybody. Bye.